guys, this is Cole, Vehicle Lawn Care located here in Starkville, Mississippi. Today we're going to do a review on the 2023 Revolt stand-on. Bad boy. Anyway, this one's got 50 hours on it. I bought it back in December, so I mean I mainly do smaller properties with it, so it's not that big of a... That other mower I have is like 250 hours, and I bought it last year also. But this one I mainly use on smaller yards. That's the reason I bought it, because I mean my other one's a 61 inch, so you know, on bigger yards it's a lot easier to mow with. But on this one, this is perfect for small lawns. Anyway, this unit is it's got a Kawasaki FX 730 on it. It's like 23.5 horsepower, I think. Top speed's like 9 miles an hour. It's a really good mower, man. I've enjoyed it. Well, anyway, this thing's got big old heavy duty forks on it, you know, for big work. I do notice there is, you know, a few problems I've had with it so far. Other, you know, just paint chipping off, you know, wear and tear, man. I use them every day. So anyway, they got these wheels are solid rubber, so they have airless, I guess tubeless front forks, whatever. And anyway, they changed a few things on from the 2022 to the 2023. As you notice, this exhaust goes out to the left side of the mower now instead of where, you know, your discharge flap is, because I've seen comments where, you know, they melt and stuff, so you don't want that. Anyway, on this mower I equipped a advanced chute system for it. It you know, came with the regular flap, and running lawn care you need one of these, man. It's the best way to save windows, save money, everything you can to do it. Anyway, how it works is this is a plate, and then this one, you know, the regular advanced system, that has a handle on it when you're sitting in the seat, whatever. Well, with this, you know, it hit the engine, so you can't have that. But you have a cable that runs all the way up into this handle right here. Well, anyway, this handle has notches in it. You just lift it up. You can do different settings like that. But anyway, I mean, I haven't really had that many problems with it, other than, you know, a few sensors, one sensor actually, and, you know, the paint. That's it. It's a good running mower, and I've enjoyed it so far. Got the 23 by 9 by 12 Reaper tires back here, and they're really good tires. You just got to watch what you're doing. I mean, that's on any tires. If you rip, you know, if you turn in a 360 in the yard, you're gonna rut it up. So make sure you do the 3-point turns, and you'll be good on that. It's got a very nice, comfortable seat back here. I'm about to open that up and show y'all how that works. But all I've installed on it was that advanced chute system, and this right here. This is a charger. So whenever I'm gone for a weekend or a week, or especially during the winter, wherever I park them, you know, I can plug them right up and let the batteries charge. And that's definitely worth it. It's got a cup holder on this side. I barely use it. Most time I'm, you know, drinking Gatorade at the truck or something. But it's got a suspension plate, and I think you can adjust it. I'm not real sure. I never did. But I mean, they lift up. You can see, you know, the wear you can get. But yeah, they hold your weight just fine. They used to have a rubber mat right here, and then they came in and laid almost like shingle material in a way that goes on top of your roof. Really don't know what's, you know, that's called, but the rubber mat has grommets in it, and once you stand on it for a long time, the grommets rip out, and then your mat falls off, and you don't want that. This is stuck on there, so it's not going anywhere. And plus, they got holes in here for, you know, water drainage and whatever. This seat is a really nice seat. It's really comfortable, man. Really comfortable. But anyway, all Bad Boy did, you have two little key things on the side. You just spin them off like that. You don't have to spin them all the way off. Just loosen them up. I mean, you can pull it up like this, you know, it goes that high, but you can't hold it. So that's why they put these on here. So all you gotta do is get up here, lift it up like that, and then you can see inside the mower. You got your, you know, the hydraulics for your hydro down there. Yeah. Well, you know, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning and it's already 100 degrees out here, so pretty much dying, you know. But anyway, it's got all your stuff in here, relays, battery, and whatnot. It's it really, I recommend this mower, man. If you this mower, I think it cost me right around $8,000. I think it's somewhere around there. And I ordered it last summer and I got it in December. Went up there, picked it up, took it home, and mowing, you know, it don't start in Mississippi until April, and it goes all the way till November. So, but I started in April with it, mowing small yards, and man, I really enjoy it. I mean, I love that sit-down mower, zero turn. It especially for bigger properties. But as in, you know, stand-ons, I like them for definitely small properties. And when I say small, I mean like an acre and below, kind of small. But yeah, everything above that, I recommend a sit-down zero turn with an air ride seat, you know. But I mean, it really don't bother your legs and calves and, you know, your thighs too much. I'm on them all day, and that suspension, it really helps out. Plus with that nice seat right here, it does real good. But anyway, I'm trying to, oh yeah, let me put this back together. Oh. You see, they just spin on, man, just like that. You just tighten them up. I like to get them kind of even, you know, make it look right. Anyway, if you look up here, of course I got my sticker, and then there's the hour meter, 50.6 hours on this thing. You got your parking brake right here, and then of course your key right here, the blades cut on, the choke, the throttle right there, and then you got a car charger that I never used. But I noticed I rode some other stand-on units and their handles are a lot bigger. These are literally the size of my finger, but they're comfortable. I haven't had a problem with them. And then over here you have your deck lift, and how it works is, anyway, how it works is you got your pins. You got 2 inches all the way to 5 inches. So 2, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4, 3. You get the memo. Anyway, we usually mow around 3 here in Mississippi. All you do is pull the big handle back. It lifts this bracket up, and then you just keep that up, and it releases it all the way down. And when you're mowing, that black bracket does slide over. But I'll show you that a little closer. See, when you're mowing, this does slide a little bit, and then you can't lift all the way back because it gets pinched. But all you gotta do is reach down there, slide it over while you're mowing. You can lift it up, go over stumps or whatever. I don't recommend doing that, but yeah, and then it'll just, you pull it all the way back, and it'll lock it right in all the way to the, I guess, 5 inches. But anyway, I had to switch to my phone camera, of course overheated, but yeah, it's got the Kawasaki FX730. All you gotta do for maintenance is you have the old plug right here, and then you have the old filter right there, and then I believe It's got a grease Alamite there, and then on the front, and then on the other side right there. And I believe that arm, the deck arm has one, and then on the other side, I think there's 4 or 5 Alamites on this thing, if I remember correctly. It's been a few weeks since I greased it, but yeah. And all it is an air. And all it is an air filter right here. All you do is just clip that, that pulls off, and there's your air filter. On these, of course, you're gonna have the big filter and then the inner filter inside of it. So watch out for that. And then but yeah, the gas gauge. The gas gauge is up under here. It's kind of hard to see because I put that mod on there. You know, if that wasn't there, you could see it perfectly right here. But if you just look over the top, it's right there. It's not that hard to see. But yeah, I don't remember how many gallons it holds. Really don't. But they have adjustments right here for that handle to go back and forth. Depends on how big your hands are. Overall, this mower is a really good mower. And the only thing I've had problems with is the paint. And one more thing I had a problem with up in here. If you look in here, there is where you step on this plate, it pushes up a rod that goes on top of a sensor made to, when you're mowing and say you fall off, the blades are cut off for you. Well, yeah, I didn't I ended up taking it off, and I'll tell you why here in a second. Anyway, up in here, there's a lot of grass in here, ain't it? I'm gonna clean all that out real quick. Anyway, we'll see if we can find this sensor. But yeah, right there. Right there. Alright, there's a rod that goes behind this plate. You see where that piece of angle goes in? You see that gap right there? Well, right behind that, there was a rod that went all the way down and touched this corner on this plate. So when you stepped on it, it pushed that rod up, and it had a big old flat disc up here. And you see right there at my fingertip, there was a, that's where that plate sat on top. That's a sensor. That's a button. Well, anyway, what ended up happening is it slipped off this plate up here, and it wasn't, I'll be mowing and it'll just slip right off and the damn blade's cut off. And I wasn't happy about it. I mean, I gave it about, I say 2 weeks of mowing, and I got up in here and ripped it right out. I mean, I don't advise y'all to do that because that's, you know, a safety hazard, but I'm the only one mowing with this machine, so just cut the blades off, be smart. But yeah, that's the only real issue I've had on this whole machine. So anyway, it's a really good mower, and it cost around $8 grand. And if you're looking for a stand-on unit, I definitely recommend this unit. It if you look on back on the channel, I did an overgrown yard with this stand-on, and I videoed the whole thing, and it shows, you know, what it's capable of. And I don't advise y'all going out there and mowing 3-foot tall grass with it, but if you need to, I guess you could. But I plan on doing a video on the Rebel over there. It's a 2022 Bad Boy Revolt. It's got an FX 1000 on it. It's got about 250 hours on it, so that'll be my next video coming out. Anyway, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all take care. See y'all later.